getting ready to seize your first opportunity to come into the ring and start grandstanding and hot dogging, yeah!
I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can dance all night long.
When we speak, our voices are heard. We all say, I bring it.
Welcome to Malice Smack Talk, the premier wrestling smack show that will come in at number 26 and win the Royal Rumble this year. Absolutely. I am your host, Masonic Vader. With me always, we have the Bearded Master Marty.
How's it going? Let's do this.
Yes, sir. And Mindfreak, ready. He's rocking. He's pumped and full of energy.
Yeah. Yep, coming in at number 2 and winning the whole Royal Rumble. Come on now.
I doubt that. You couldn't even win the greatest Royal Rumble. Hell, you couldn't even win the Women's Battle Royal.
And the Smack Talk begins already.
I guess I gotta agree with him. I guess.
You know what? I think he has a chance for like the mascots one or the managers one.
Ooh, the gimmick battle royal.
I'll take it.
Is he gonna come out as Doink?
Nah, dude.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, this is Malice Smack Talk, where we are live tonight to give you our Royal Rumble predictions here. As always, when we do this, if you follow the show and watch it on the respective Twitch, YouTube, and whatnot, we always want to give a quick second shout out to Malice Corp. That's Malice-Corp. Phenomenal site. Tons of podcasts, everything from Nerd Mosh Pit to the main cast, which is every night at Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Twitch. And, of course, you can find all of our previous shows as well for not only us, but once again, the other shows as well, and some great articles. It's all things nerd on that channel, and you'll love it. So thank you so much for Malice-Corp for letting us do this. Hey, Royal Rumble, guys, it is our first major pay-per-view pick of the year. Marty is coming in, the Bearded Master coming in to defend his championship. We are all zeros right now. So the champ will be able to come in and give his thoughts and give us. He'll be the guy who'll be able to start things off when we get into the Royal Rumble and picks and everything. Or he has the option of telling someone else to do it. He gets to run the picks tonight because he is the champ. He's shaking his head. He's like, "Yeah, man, this guy. He hosts his show. He does some good things once in a while. It's good."
Yeah, I mean, since he's the defending champ, we have to go a year with him holding onto the belt, which is, I think, worse than Brock Lesnar holding the belt.
The difference being that I show up and I deliver 24/7.
I was going to give him the show up. Now I would say it would be 99% of the time. They always going to have that one trip with Coach, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I got another one coming up in a couple weeks. Just to let y'all know now.
Yeah. From what I understand, someone's going to be doing some live video and stuff from certain things.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That is true. I got a surprise event that I'm going to after Royal Rumble this week that I will talk about later tonight.
Absolutely. Sweet. Well, we got a big show packed ahead of us here, guys. So let's just jump right into it. Now, we know this is the Royal Rumble cast and prediction show. However, we don't want to skip NXT Phoenix. This is their first show at the big stadium there. They're going to have a great event lined up for that week, or for this weekend. And it's going to be happening Saturday evening. Me personally, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the NXT brand. They've brought some solid takeovers, and TakeOver Phoenix is going to be the first one they're going to have here. They've got 5 really good matches to go through, most of them being championship matches, except we got one. We're going to kind of drag this out a little bit because apparently Bearded Master is having technical difficulties. He can win the championship. He can't keep a camera on going for about 5 minutes before it goes out. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Yeah. How you doing?
You know, nobody
wants to look at that ugly mug of his.
I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to get some words out there. We all know that Derek can't really think on his own, so I figured to give him a moment to try. I had to come back because I just couldn't handle it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you did because the picture that was frozen on my screen was quite hideous, bro. It was almost like straight up nose hair camera angle. It was great.
I know. I was watching it right here too.
So as I was saying, we're going to go through NXT Phoenix. We're just going to do our picks. This is going to just be for points for the season. We're not going to go too much in discussion. I think we'll definitely review some of these next week and everything. But the matches are as follow. We'll first of all do the first one, which is the only non-title match. and that's Matt Riddle versus Kassius Ohno. Let's see, Bearded Master, are you going to start off with the picks on this one, or are you going to forfeit to somebody else?
I am going to defer and give this one to Mindfreak.
Well, there you go.
All right, wow.
You're up.
I'm getting the first one, so I'm going to be honest.
I haven't really watched NXT. My bad, bro. My bad.
Yeah. You're lucky you're live. You can't do finger gestures.
Hey, we're on Twitch. You can get away with some of that stuff, dude.
That's why it went like that.
So, anyways, what do you got, Mindfreak?
Just based on what I've seen on like clips and stuff like that, I'm just going to go out there, and since we're doing it quick and easy, I'm going to pick Matt Riddle.
Nice. Okay. Mindfreak going with Riddle. I unfortunately, I'm gonna jump in there. I'm gonna take Ohno. He's gonna win by some faulty crap way of doing it.
You know, here's the thing. I can go either way on this one, and I was actually kind of going the route of maybe Ohno gained the win because they really haven't done him right, and they've been kind of holding Matt Riddle as the prodigal son showing up and returning, just because I don't know why everyone's on him. But he's been on a run, and I think that Ohno's going to come out. Everyone's expecting him to kind of get the upset. I don't think it's happening. I think Riddle's getting the win.
All right, cool. There you go. I mean, you got to admit, Matt Riddle does have the Lego Batman 9-pack, so maybe that's what everyone's going for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I tune out when he comes on.
He does have an impressive way of kicking off his flip-flops, too.
What a coincidence. I tune off when Marty speaks, so that works out.
Wow. He had to use my exact comments to throw a burn my way.
Yeah,
I did. Well done.
Yeah, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. So
standing. Oh, I don't know about
standing ovation.
I don't know, man. All right.
I'm coaching this on like 4 cups of coffee, and that crashes. Like
4 cups? I've been up since 6 o'clock, and I got 12 cups in, bro. Let's do this.
It's one-upmanship here on Malice Smack Talk.
It's always one up. It's always one up. It's always one up.
Yes. My coffee machine broke, so I was drinking tea at work. Awesome. All right. Let's see. So next match I'm going to go with is the Tag Team Championships, Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders. Marty, who gets to do the first pick on this guy?
I'm gonna take it. UE gonna keep it. Undisputed Era retains the belts.
All right, Undisputed Era for Marty. I am going to go with the War Raiders. I think Undisputed Era has had them too long. I think War Raiders, they've been pushing them a little harder this recently and stuff. I think they're going to kind of give them the champ, and then it might be Undisputed Era's chance to move up a little bit, or at least kind of break them up a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. Mindfreak.
So I can see going either way. I mean, I'm a fan of Undisputed Era. I would like them to retain, but I think, like you pointed out, and what sucks about what I say, it's like, oh, yeah, Mindfreak just copies what everybody says, this and that, whatever. I have my own 3, whatever. But I'm going to go with War Raiders.
Now, I will say, though, you did start off with it the same way that Bearded Master did on the last one, so...
I mean, when you guys were when you guys started talking, like my end froze for a second, so I didn't hear anything you said. So,
Oh, okay. All right, staring.
I mean, I really don't care what Marty says half the time. Anyway.
Hey, do me a favor. Take that split screen of the NC-17 slightly X-rated stuff and move it out of the way. Concentrate on what we're doing here, man. All right, dude. Focus on wrestling. Thank you.
I am focused on wrestling. I have the chat up. I'm looking at the chat.
Okay, next match we have, and I'm only going to do this because of the fact that, there are the men's and women's championships, so I'll do a step down if you want to call it that, but it's probably going to be the match of the night. Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano. Bearded Master gets to do the first pick.
I'm going to stick my boy. Ricochet retaining.
Sir. Mindfreak.
I'm going to go Johnny Gargano.
You think they're going to get the belt?
I think they're going to give him the belt. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Ricochet. Ricochet's fantastic. But I know if I would have said Ricochet, Marty would have ripped on me. Oh, why are you still my pick, bro?
No, I wouldn't have done that. Don't be so sensitive.
No, I'm not being sensitive. I just know what you're going to say half the time. But no, I think it's going to go Gargano. Gargano has been in NXT for a while now. Really hasn't had like a title or anything in a while. So I think, as much, as talented Ricochet is and how well he's doing with the title, I think it's a chance to give it to Gargano and kind of build him up a little bit before they bring him up to the main roster later on this year.
Okay. And you know what? I'm going to pick Ricochet as well. You know why? Because Gargano is going to probably show up the next night. And it might be his introduction to the main cast, man. I think they've need to kind of run his route with Johnny freaking Wrestling. So I'm going to go with Ricochet on that one. As much as I hate to say that, because I like Johnny Wrestling, but man, I think he's as much as I know he's really big in NXT, I think they got to bring him up and make him part of the new era that's coming around with SmackDown and Raw. They got to start pushing some of these old geezers out of there. Okay, next match: Baszler versus Belair. This was a hard one for me to pick.
This is going to be an awesome match.
Yeah, it is.
Who do you got?
You know what, man? I'll start with this one. It's difficult because I could see Baszler winning it because she just won it, and we always talk about the turnover ratio. But I also see Belair winning it because A, she's undefeated, and B, it gives Baszler a chance to move up. But I don't know if she would take the 4 horsemen with her. I'm going to go with Baszler with outside interference. Sucks, though, because Belair really deserves it.
Yeah, totally get it. This is a tough match. I think this is going to be a phenomenal match. I think this is Bianca's turn. I think this is her time for shine. She's kind of been like in the mist and thrown there, and then somebody else comes in and pushes her way in front of her, takes away her opportunity. I think this is the time that Bianca comes in, wins the belt, and this is why we're going to see Shayna show up in the Rumble next day.
Ooh, all right. Mindfreak.
Same thing like you guys said. It's tough.
We wouldn't give you crap if you just said it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Just say it, bro. If you just said it, we wouldn't care.
All right. Belair.
There you go. See? I'm good with that. But it's like I said earlier, it's right.
Just own that shit.
Yeah, man, own it. Sit there and say, hey, man, it's Belair because of this. Not, same stuff. We love you, though, buddy. We want to hear you. We want to hear your words, bro. We want to hear your words.
My words.
Words. Use them.
And get some of my beverage
English,
here. Really.
Do you speak it?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Nobody understands the words coming out of your mouth.
All right, and then the main match for the night is Ciampa, the champ, versus Aleister Black.
I'm going last on this one.
Ooh, okay. Go for it, my freak.
I'll go first. Now, this rivalry between these two has been great, and the matches they've been put on have been pretty good, pretty decent matches. As much as I like Aleister Black, I think he's going to lose this match because he's going to be one of the surprise entrants to the Royal Rumble, and that's going to be his inserting and calling up to the main roster. So, Ciampa retaining.
All right. You know what? I was I was thinking one way, but you know what? I'm gonna pull a Mindfreak, and I'm gonna agree with Mindfreak for everything he said. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna go with Ciampa. I think it makes sense for him to win the belt because Aleister Black has more of a future in the main roster than he does have in NXT, and NXT almost looks like it's starting to look like 205 on steroids. So, oh wait, I shouldn't have said that with WWE. But yeah, so Ciampa. All right, go for it, Marty.
Great match. The fact that we've seen Tommaso Ciampa in this title reign for as long as he has been with that title. Aleister Black, after his injury, has come back with a vengeance. This is going to go along with my pick for the Ricochet and Gargano match. Gargano's losing. Ciampa's losing. showing up on Sunday. Aleister Black will be our new and next NXT champion.
All right, that'll be two-time champ then for him. Mm-hmm. Now, if you guys have watched this show, we kind of blew through NXT. Normally, we take more time, but Royal Rumble is one of the biggest It's one of the top 4 pay-per-views, and we want to try and spend as much time as we can on that. We are not taking anything away from NXT because, as everyone who's watched this show knows, I love NXT, and I could take an entire show talking about it because the talent there is phenomenal. But we got to move on to the main event. We got to move on to the Royal Rumble. It's I believe it's the 3rd longest pay-per-view for WWE behind WrestleMania and Survivor Series. It's actually, to me, one of my favorite ones because I love watching the Royal Rumble match, especially in the last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, when they started bringing out mystery people. We talked about it. I mentioned it right at the beginning of the pre-show. If you guys didn't jump on or if you jumped on right in time, this year is going to be interesting because for the men's Royal Rumble, there are 20 entries that have been announced. That means there's 10 non-entrants. Non-revealed. So that means we're going to have 10 mystery people. So during this cast, do me a favor. We've got, Mindfreak's watching the Twitch. Make sure you put your stuff in there as far as who you think is going to be some of the mystery entrants that you want to see in there. I know there's already some interesting ones we're going to talk about later afterwards. We're going to save the Royal Rumble for very last. But put your entrance in there or even put your picks on who you think is going to end up winning the match itself. Because it is a great, fun. It's one of the longest ones, but man, it doesn't seem like 61 minutes later and you're watching Rey Mysterio win it from number 2 spot. It didn't feel like it was 60 minutes, I'll tell you that. So definitely throw in your picks down below, or if you're watching this on YouTube, same thing. But the Royal Rumble this year has got 9 matches, guys. 9 solid matches. All of them are championship matches. There's not a single non-championship, even with the pre-show, which the pre-show is going to be Rusev versus Nakamura for the U.S. title. So we're going to start that way with the pre-show match, and we'll start off with that and everything.
Where did you see that was named the pre-show match?
I believe I saw that.
On my list, it's not. They haven't announced any pre-show matches yet.
Yeah, so let me see here really quick. Let me look at this this crazy site that's called Wikipedia stuff. I kind of go to them from time to time, and yeah, they have it marked off as pre-show.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at Royal Rumble Wikipedia 2019 updated 124. Which is funny because it's 123, but whatever. They did it early. They have all the listed matches, and they have Rusev versus Shinsuke as a pre-show.
Hey.
We'll see if they're right. Who knows? Maybe someone went there and edited it.
I apologize because I just refreshed and it popped up with the P. I apologize. I may be a wise wizard, the Bearded Master. From time to time, I get one wrong. It happens. I apologize.
The good thing that... Hey, the
Winner.
good thing was
Hold the belt, right?
You got to hold the belt, right? Hey, so the good thing about us being on Twitch, we'll do a cheers to that. Cheers, sir. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers. We're gonna have our colorful beverages there. All right, so let's start off with Rusev Nakamura. It's for the U.S. title. It's an interesting match. I have my thoughts on it. I already know who I'm going to pick, obviously. All right, I'm going to go with Rusev.
Rusev? You're going to go that Royal Rumble. One of the greatest days of the year is going to go down as Rusev Day.
Rusev Day. Rusev.
Absolutely. And it's because he's got so much positive going on, and right now Shinsuke
you don't need to go further. I freaking love it, man. And I love it so much.
We're all in agreement.
I got Rusev winning also.
So real quick, just a sidebar real quick. That's taking too much time. Did you guys see
you not take too much time? Since when?
Aiden English is commentating for 205 Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How fall the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. I haven't seen 205 this week. I can't wait to kind of listen to him a little bit. I heard positive stuff about it. It sounded like he did all right. So I don't know if that's because of injury. I haven't heard anything about if it's because of injury or if it's just because they just can't find a spot for him and he's on his way out contract thing. I don't know.
Yep. So just want to throw that tidbit in there. But we're all in agreements. The Royal Rumble on Rusev Day.
Yes, and there's your pre-show. So then we get into the main bread of the show. Next match we're going to go to is going to be the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, and we've got the Bar versus the Miz and Shane McMahon.
The greatest tag team in the world. Get it right.
No. They're the greatest wrestlers in the world. Not the greatest tag team yet. They are the greatest wrestlers.
Yes. Well, after Sunday, they will be the greatest tag team in the world. And that's my pick, Shane and the Miz.
Oh, there, just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Woo. Marty, you want to go before me or you want to go last?
No, I'll jump in right now. This is where we're going to get our WrestleMania kickoff at Royal Rumble. There's a reason why the Royal Rumble is the starting point and the kickoff point for the road to WrestleMania. Because we will start to see some storylines open up and progress towards what we're going to see at 35. And it's WrestleMania. We know we're going to get a McMahon in a match. And we're going to get Shane McMahon, Shane O'Mac going up against The Miz. And we can't get that happening unless Shane O'Mac turns on The Miz and costs them the match. So the Bar's going to retain. Shane O'Mac turns on The Miz. Miz's faces him at WrestleMania, goes on to face Daniel Bryan for the championship at SummerSlam. Write it down. Sign me up. Give me my check. Call me up, Vince.
Extra point if he gets that face change on there. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him that extra point, and an extra point for each other stage of that as well. I'm down with giving him if he called that entire storyline right now.
Yeah.
So that's 3 extra points in the year, champ.
Yes.
That's the good thing about hosting the shows. I get to make some stuff up as it goes too. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of a mixed stage here because the way the writing's been going for WWE and everything. You can go either way with this one. You could get Shane and Miz winning the championship because now McMahon has a championship again, or you could go exactly the way that Bearded Master called it, and there's a face change. I'm going to go with the Bar. And the reason why I'm going with the Bar is because they're right now the most complete tag team that's been solid. I mean, there's no stopping these guys. It's crazy how after a year or so, or actually almost 2 years, how this came from 2 independent wrestlers just wanting to do their own thing to freaking one of the better tag teams right now. They have great chemistry and they on and off the ring and on the mic. So I see the Bar retaining it just for the simple fact that they're going to be able to carry the tag team division as they get these new guys into the mix and start forming new tag teams. So the Bar for me.
Derek, who'd you say was going to win?
Miz and Shane.
Okay. Got it.
And he's not the best color carrier man in the business, but we'll have him anyways nonetheless. Thank you, Mark. There you go. All right, so we're rolling through here, guys. This is too fast of a show, guys. I feel like we're speeding things through.
First of all, we still got 7 matches to go, with 2 of them being the Royal Rumble. I think we got plenty of time.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, we're good. Now, I want to take a second because if you guys are familiar with Malice Corp, we do a lot of different things on different casts. I'm just going to say something out there because I'm going to be on Best Of video next year. I wish that Nick Cage was going to be on the sideline for Royal Rumble.
Really?
Nick Cage.
Really? You're bringing that shit here? Really?
Just the one time.
Oh, man.
Just the one time.
That means Nick Cage is going to get a reference twice this week. Good Lord.
Only for the redone video at the end of the year. Now we can move forward. All right. At least I know that Malice Smack Talk's going to represent one time on that video. So, all right. So we got our next match. We went with the the 205 championship. That would be a fatal four-way, which is actually going to be – it looks really solid. You've got the champ, Buddy Murphy, versus Akira Ozawa, versus Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. So you got a fatal four-way with really four good guys here. You can't go wrong anyway. I'm going to throw my pick in right now. It's going to be Hideo Itami. He's finally going to get himself a freaking championship.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my freaking roster today or what?
No, man, I'm not looking at your roster, dude.
I have a gun, dude. Like, damn, get off my picks, bro.
You know what? Our hair is with one, sort of. But no, it's time, man. This guy's been in NXT, and he's come over for it's been almost 4 years now. And he had a serious shoulder injury that kept him from winning the championship. He was going to win the championship, and I believe it was going to be against Finn Balor. And he ends up getting jumped in the well, that's the storyline they played. He got jumped. Bottom line, he had major shoulder surgery. And you could see the huge scar. I believe it's on his left arm. And the guy since then has not had his chance to really get a good championship. And the one match he did have, he should have won it. It was a show stealer. He came out there and was just laying things out. So he's going to win this championship. He's finally going to get his WWE belt. And it's going to free up Buddy Murphy to probably be one of those surprise entrances into the Royal Rumble. Who's next on that one?
Yeah, I mean, you said pretty much said it all right there. I don't even know where to go with this. No, I'm just joking. I'm full speed ahead with this one. Tommy, he was when they brought him over from Japan. I feel like he got the biggest hype to come to the WWE, bigger than Balor. Obviously bigger than Styles, because Styles didn't even get one. He just showed up at the Rumble. Nakamura, it didn't matter. The biggest show and takeaway from Japan and All Japan Pro Wrestling was Hideo Itami. That's when they first started going after people from overseas. They had the presentation. They had the showcase for him over there. They brought him over for a reason, and they haven't utilized him properly. A little bit of that goes to the Finn Balor effect. He got hurt, and then they kind of put him in the back burner and let him chill until they decided to put him into a storyline. Everybody else in this match has won the titles multiple times at that. Actually, I think Tozawa's the only one that didn't win it twice, but everyone else had the belts. I agree with you, Buddy Murphy. This is time for him to come to the main roster. They've already brought Mustafa Ali, so I think bringing Murphy up, it would be a positive factor. I'd rather see him up there than some of the other guys in 205. But this is absolutely the time for Hideo Itami to get that title, get his run, and then eventually come back to the main roster and have that feud with Finn Balor again.
Nice. Mindfreak, it's all you, sir.
Hideo, same reason.
Cricket.
Chirp, chirp.
Chub, chub. Chub, chub.
Nice. We're cruising along, guys. This is great stuff, man. Thank you, Malice Corp. I'm going to get the plug in early so we can just go ahead and keep cruising. Thank you so much for letting us host this show. This is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up and checking us out on the Twitch and everything. We really appreciate this. Man, yeah, let's move on, man, because I'm excited to just keep talking. These last 4 matches are actually going to probably take up all the time, which they will. They better, because if not, we're going to end the show quickly.
5 matches.
So the first match we're going to be talking about, and these are all the main championship matches now. Now we've got the single titles. Excuse me. The first one we're going to talk about is going to be the Women's Raw Championship, which is going to be Rousey versus Sasha Banks. A lot of, this almost seemed like they did a good job of promoting this in a very short period of time, because a month ago we weren't talking Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. We were trying to figure out who Ronda Rousey was going to go against next, and it almost looked like they were going to go forward with the Tamina angle and whatnot. But no, now it's Sasha Banks jumping in here, and they've done a good job promoting this over the last couple weeks, especially with the fact that I know that if I'm not mistaken, Banks and Banks and Bailey are going to be in the tag team women's championship run too. So I think this is going to be a great match. I'll start this one off. I think Rousey has gotten better every week. She's still got little hiccups and everything like that. She's still a little predictable in things, but her in-ring skills are getting better. Her mic skills, I think last week was the first time I really saw a good promo from her, because it looked like a lot of stuff she was talking about was not scripted, and it was just straight letting her just talk about whatever she wanted to right off the cusp, and it came out more natural, more real. And it set up everything really well for this week. As far as the winner, once again, it's got to be Rousey. I don't think it's time to they're not going to give Rousey up her belt just yet, even though Banks is one of those worthy people. I think Rousey's going to end up keeping her title and keeping it through WrestleMania. Who's next, Marty?
Yeah, I'll go. This match could easily be the swerve of the night, and they give the belt to Sasha. And if they were to give it to her, that just changes everything up. That just the Royal Rumble, that puts Ronda in favor for the Rumble. There's just so much that rides on these two women's matches that's going to tell us what the next year is going to hold. They haven't built up the other matches as much as they have the women's division, to where we are so emotionally involved and tied into these matches that we are interested to see what's going to happen. I don't know what you were watching Monday night. I know you watched it on Hulu, so maybe they cut out some of the scenes because Ronda's promo was horrendous. Her match wasn't much better because she did botch a few things. But I will say her pay-per-view matches, though, have continually gotten better. I think Sasha is going to be a fantastic opponent and give her a run for her money. I think it was good that they let her pin Natalya this week in the tag team match. But what it comes down to, I just think there's so much more to and a bigger part of the storyline that we're going to see at the end of this card, that I just don't think that we're going to see Ronda win or lose the title. I think she's retaining the title for a while.
Mindfreak, you're up, sir.
Based on some of the stuff that's happened in some last pay-per-views, like Evolution, TLC, it's something that they're hinting. The four horsewomen of the UFC versus the four horsewomen of the WWE, and they're kind of setting this up in a sense where it'll be and we'll get into it later, just depending on some of the stipulation, what happens with some of these matches later on. But Ronda's going to retain because it's going to set up something even bigger for WrestleMania. So I have Ronda retaining.
That's what we want to hear, Mindfreak. We want to hear that stuff, dude. That is right on, because neither of us talked about the four horsewomen angle at all. And look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And that spark of wisdom.
Yeah, I have it occasionally. I mean, my beard isn't glorious as Marty's, but I have some wisdom.
It only took 10 months, but hey, well done.
Yes. Standing ovation. Yes, marvelous. You should probably
wonderful.
You should maybe have a little bit more Jerry now. Yeah, that was a good pick. I give the call on that one. That's a good setup for WrestleMania and the four horsewomen. I concur, sir. Good job on that one. So then we go from there. Now we're going to flip over to the men's, and we're going to go to the men's SmackDown Championship. Is that the one we picked, or do we go with Raw first? I can't remember, Marty.
SmackDown.
Yeah, thank you very much. So Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, let me get that right, versus AJ Styles.
The real AJ Styles.
Yeah, champ, are you going to go first on this one?
I'm going to let Derek go first on this one. Go ahead, Derek. Pick first.
So this is an interesting match.
Is it now?
Do
tell.
I do. I will. Because I can see it going either way.
Can you go either way?
It can. And let me tell you why.
You know why? You know what? You want to know why? Because you're fickle.
Fickle.
You can't pick one side.
You're neutered.
Flip-flopping and just go one way.
You know, let me go out. Let me bring some hot dogs, some concession stands, some AJ Styles shirts, and all that kind of stuff, and just give it away. You know.
You're neutered.
So it's like we talked about before. You know, this side of Daniel Bryan, this heel of Daniel Bryan, it's fantastic. It's great. The fact that the way that they're promoting it, setting him up for it, everything about it, I absolutely love it. I love the fact that he has the belt and he's doing it this way. On the other side of it, we're getting that AJ Styles, that ruthless, that like, you know, I really don't care. I'm just going to just start beating people up, you know, taking what's mine, kind of owning what's mine. If you want to say something, let's just fight it out kind of thing. With this match, with that being said, with kind of what leads up, with some stuff for later on down the line with WrestleMania, just depending on other storylines, how they interject this and that, I'm going to say that Daniel Bryan is going to retain the title and continue
Sure about
on
that? You look like you're a little bit hesitant on that one.
I am a little hesitant because honestly, it's and you guys can rip on me. I can see it going either way. I really can.
You know what? You started it that way. You have to finish it that way. So it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It makes all the sense in the world.
Daniel Bryan with the retention. You're not far off. I mean, when it comes down to it, I think there's so much bigger going on for AJ Styles here. I think it's great for him to not have the title right now. I love AJ Styles. I love the fact that he had the belt for as long as he did. I think it's time for him to maybe go towards something different. Whether that makes the jump to Raw, whether that's somebody's going to show up this weekend that might cause a storyline for him.
I
think what it comes down to is Daniel Bryan just won his belt. Daniel Bryan is on fire. I mean, everyone knows that I'm not the biggest fan of Daniel Bryan, but I think that he's going to hold his belt for a while. The fact that they let him go heel, you got to give that run some time. You can't just let it happen and then pull the reins back. Especially with what I already mentioned earlier, that him holding a belt is going to go towards SummerSlam. So for the next 6-7 months, you know my picks when it comes to Daniel Bryan. Unless something crazy happens, like The Rock comes back and he's like, I'm getting my belt back. But no, so I got Daniel Bryan retaining the belt, AJ Styles moving on. Let's not forget AJ Styles' contract is set to expire quickly.
So I'm just going to say Daniel Bryan wins because, A, we don't need AJ Styles as champ. We've talked about this before. I think Daniel Bryan's got too much heel heat, which is very positive. I like Mindfreak said, I like Daniel Bryan heel right now. This is a better heel than he had before when he was doing the no movement. It seems like it's more Daniel Bryan. I mean, Daniel Bryan, when you see him away from the ring, is a really nice guy. He's a really down-to-earth, really cool guy. So seeing this heel is a complete 180 of what he is, and he's doing it perfect. And I like seeing it. I like seeing Daniel Bryan with a belt, and I like him pulling the heel act right now. It's setting everything up for what you talked about as far as in the future with potential people coming in. And it's really giving him that push that he well deserves. Daniel Bryan will keep the belt. He will more likely keep it through to WrestleMania and set up for that. So, that was easy, guys. I think we all are on the same, except for AJ. Man, really, AJ? You think he's going to win it again?
Who?
Did you say AJ was going to win it, or did I mishear that? Okay, good. All right, just making sure. All right, good. Just making sure. I was retweeting at the same time, multitasking. Apparently, my ears turned off. So we're going great, guys. We're doing solid. We've got 4 matches left. The last 2 of the regular titles. We're going to stay in the men's side, but now we're going to go Raw, and we're going to talk about Brock and Finn.
I'm going last.
Good. I'm going to go first. I'm going to go on the limb, and I'm going to say Finn's going to pull this off. And I don't. I brought my A game, baby. I'm trying to beat the champ, man. Finn's going to win because of two reasons. First of all, Raw cannot keep going without the headline without the championship being present. It's just freaking ridiculous. Anytime that Brock comes out with the belt, the first thing anybody should say is like, "Oh, great, thanks for showing up for work." Just like how Roman Reigns pulled it off before, because it's damn ridiculous that the champ only shows up to cut a promo a week before main event. He wins the belt, and then you don't see him again until the next major pay-per-view. It's damn ridiculous, and shame on freaking WWE for letting it go this long. Finn Balor is going to win this. I wish he would come out as the Demon and win it, but he's just going to come out like Finn Balor, and he's going to win it. He's going to take that belt back that he never lost, and he'll be able to continue it for, at least through WrestleMania. I don't think it's going to be a long championship reign. There's too much with what's been going on with Brock. There's too many good guys underneath that's been chomping at the bit to get a championship run. And then once Finn wins it, now you have a champ that's going to show up every week and actually fight. You'll actually have some matches, and now you'll start seeing more champs happening. So I'm going Finn Balor. Brock Lesnar, get the F out of here, man. Sorry, bud. Go do your UFC championship match.
Well
Derek,
done.
you're up.
Well
sir.
said.
Thank you.
Well said. Finn Balor. Finn Balor, and you kind of touched on it, dude. If he came out as the Demon and kind of threw Brock Lesnar off and won it that way, that would be awesome.
A Demon beating the Beast. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
So here's what I gotta say about the Demon coming out. The Demon needs to go away, and we just gotta get Finn Balor. Here's the thing. Here's the way I see it. If you're gonna keep going this whole David versus Goliath, Behemoth versus, you just can't do that. And then you're already talking about how you don't believe in him. You don't support him as a champion. You can't just throw in, the only way you're going to be champion is if you bring the Demon out. That's the only way you could beat him. So we're just going to do that. Well, then that defeats the purpose of this entire storyline. If that was the case, then why even bring out how you don't believe in Finn Balor? I could easily see them doing that just so he comes out as a Demon, but I don't want him to. I want him to come out and beat Brock as Finn Balor, so then he can come out and say, I don't need to be the Demon to be the champion. The last time he won the title was the first time he came out as the Demon, and he beat Seth Rollins. We don't need it. We don't need it yet. Now, I can see if this was going to be a long storyline, he loses to Brock, and he just gets demolished, or there's a run-in and it's a disqualification, so Balor wins by DQ, and then it's the whole, I'm going to pull the Demon out to get me over the edge. I can see that, but not the first time around. Give me Balor, give me the title, give me Brock to go the hell away. I don't want to see him on my TV in WWE, UFC, WWE Network. I just don't want to see it no more. I'm done with it. I know I can't blame him for doing it, but I can blame the WWE and I can blame him for taking advantage of it. I'm over it. The fact that we don't even have the IC title being defended on this card and to have Brock Lesnar there, they're basically telling us, even though Raw is the main brand, we really don't care about their titles.
Yeah, no, I concur. This is what we've talked about forever is just damn ridiculous. Like I mentioned already, it's damn ridiculous that I only reason why I know that the Raw Championship title exists is because they made two of them. One was blue and one was red. And I see the blue one a lot. So, yeah, down with Brock. Go fight UFC. Either win your belt over there or come back and be full-time WWE, which isn't going to happen. So just take your money and go, man. Take Sable and have a wonderful life. Thank you for the years you've given for WWE, but the last 2 years have sucked ass, and it's been a horrible way to go out as a champion, dude. Thanks for everything, bro. Moving on. yeah, dude. A freaking joke. All right. So we got one more singles match, and I think it's going to be the match of the night for Royal Rumble, and I believe everyone else here agrees with that because we are full support of the man.
I am the man.
At least I am. I am picking the man to win the belt back. And I know we always talk about the quick turnaround, but it makes no sense why Becky should not have the belt right now. She's got so much positive going right now that she should have the belt and she should be running the women's division. It's cool that Asuka has it because we've said that Asuka is a deserving champ, but it doesn't make sense right now because she can't keep the women's division on her shoulders. And I hate to say it, it's not from the athletic ability in there. It's the fact that, you get her in the ring, she's solid. But the promo skills, she doesn't have the promo skills because she's still got a little bit of the language barrier. And I hate to say it, when it comes to being a champ, you've got to be able to have the mic skills to go with the in-ring skills. You have to have it. It works. If you look at every other champ that hasn't had both, the only champ that's been able to get away with it so long is Brock Lesnar, and he doesn't have the mic skills because he's got freaking Paul Heyman doing all of his talking.
Well, that's because he's never had the mic skills.
Yeah. Exactly. It's shit on Brock night. But I think Becky Lynch wins it because she's got everything going for her, and I want to see Becky Lynch defending her women's championship at WrestleMania against whoever it's going to be, but it's going to be a solid-ass match, and she needs that belt back in her hands so SmackDown can keep going.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mindfreak, what do you got, brother?
All right.
This could go either way.
No.
Oh, it can? It can only go one way?
Yes!
Damn.
Let him drop a little bit, buddy. Let him drop.
Let him drop. So, I'm based on some of the stuff we talked about earlier and what some of the stuff that they're possibly setting up, looking at the bigger picture. This is the road to WrestleMania, starting off the WrestleMania season. Asuka is going to retain the title. As much as I like Becky Lynch, and I do, but Asuka is going to retain it, so it sets up Becky going over to Raw, and then sets up the storyline between her and Ronda, and Becky ultimately winning the title at WrestleMania from Ronda.
Interesting.
That's the whole reason why I thought about this with this pick.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
At the bigger picture.
My training is complete. The Padawan has learned the ways of the master. He is no longer daytime Scruff Derek. He is now
nighttime Scruff Derek.
A mini bearded master, and I will take credit for that. Here's the thing. Everyone knows. I don't care. I can't stand the term, but I'll say I am a Becky Lynch mark. I love Becky Lynch, always have. NXT, WWE, doesn't matter. There's a reason why Becky's where she is. They did her wrong. What?
I can attest to your love of Becky Lynch.
They did her wrong for the first half of the year last year, and she's basically gone on and made her own, and they've allowed her to run with it. I think we're going to see something big at WrestleMania this year, and I think this is going to be the year we finally see a women's match headline WrestleMania. And I think it has to be the women, and I think it has to be Becky Lynch in that match. However, I don't think that she's going to win the belt this weekend. I think Asuka is going to retain. I agree with you, Ken. This whole Asuka, it's beyond a language barrier. Nakamura has a language barrier. Andrade Almas has a language barrier. When it comes to Asuka, it's not a language barrier because she only speaks Japanese. It's very rare she speaks English. The last 2 weeks, she's gone on a full-blown rant in Japanese. Last week, she went off on Becky Lynch in Japanese and then went and got a Billy Kay. You know what? And put it this way, even in New Japan, they don't talk as much Japanese as Asuka does in the WWE. It's ridiculous. How are we supposed to get behind a champion who doesn't even know how to talk to the fans? And that's nothing on her. It's the fact that we can't connect with her. Everyone's biggest issue with Nakamura was that they don't have a connection. They can't connect to him as a champion. I disagree. I thought Nakamura did a fantastic job on the mic, in the ring, with his promos, given he doesn't have, he's not, fluent in English and has that language barrier, but it plays to his character. We don't get that in Asuka. We get her speaking her native language, and when the other girls are in there speaking, on the mic, she looks confused half the time. And that's not fair for her. It's not fair for the fans who pay their money to watch this product. So, given all these reasons why she should lose the title, but it's because of what's going to happen for Becky next, which is why Asuka is going to retain the title.
Nice. Yeah, all right. So we're going out with some separates at the end. So someone's probably getting.
It's about time you pick a different pick from mine.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I'm trying to take down the champ for this year, bro.
So I'm about to win them extra points in the next 2 matches.
All right. There's what's that?
I'll win the extra points in one of the matches.
There you go.
Well, I'm going to win that same match, so it's okay.
Yeah, because I think we both have similar mindsets on the pick.
I have a feeling we picked the same pick for both men and women's, so let's get to it.
I have a feeling we have the same men's, maybe not the same women's.
All right, so let's
get to it.
All right, so let's get to it. Let's start with the women's Royal Rumble match. 30 women, just like men, 30 men. Now, like I said at the beginning of the cast, we have 23 of the entrants already in there. We do not have 7 of them that are not in the show yet. So that means we got some mystery picks. So I'd like to see what you guys think as far as the mystery picks for the women's Royal Rumble at the end. But right now, the people that are in the match right now, I'm going to go through this list super quick. You've got Carmella, Ember Moon, Natalya, Bayley, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Alicia Fox, Zelina Vega, Naomi, Mickie James, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Charlotte Flair, Tamina, Dana Brooke, Lana, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, and Lacey Evans are your confirmed 23s right now. Okay. Who wants to start first? Who thinks they're gonna pull this match out?
Go ahead, Derek. Go ahead.
For the women's, with going, with kind of the theme, that whole bigger picture, and setting up, WrestleMania and all that stuff, and with what I mentioned earlier, the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen, I could see Marty's going to shake his head at me for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I can see Charlotte winning it to kind of lead into kind of that match, and then essentially what's end up going to happening, it's going to be at WrestleMania, triple threat match, Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte.
So, question for you there. If you're saying that Charlotte's going to win this again, the match against Ronda and Becky Lynch, how does Becky Lynch get into that match?
No. I don't know. It's something's going to happen.
That's cool.
I
Nice big picture. I take back what I said earlier.
I'll say, and just like that, he had his Padawan status revoked. There you go.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over. So
you're filming your big picture on black and white, and we're in IMAX over here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just something says that's just. I have that gut feeling something's going to happen. That's what's going to. It's something like that on the lines.
It's okay. I had a discussion earlier this week regarding Becky Lynch winning the match, her title match, and then winning the Royal Rumble. So I don't know how that's going to happen either. There's crazy things that happen. I get it. Charlotte Flair for you winning the Royal Rumble. It makes sense. It really does.
It does.
It's a solid pick. I will give you that.
It would be the one thing she has not done yet.
I mean, the fact that she wasn't even in the match last year kind of puts her towards the top of that list.
Yep.
Who do you got?
Well, you know what? I am going to go with something that I'm sure you're probably going to smile at and probably throw something at you. Put the glass down. I don't want you throwing it at the
I already
screen.
know where you're going with this.
Yep. I am going to go with Alexa Bliss.
Oh.
Oh, about to get
Yeah.
real blissful up in here.
Okay.
Yep. I'm picking Alexa Bliss. She's been on the shelf. She's been able to carry her weight in gold with the Moment of Bliss. The fact that she put her name into the match when no one thought she would, because I mean, literally everyone thought no one knows what her status was up until she just said, "Hey, I'm going to go into the Royal Rumble." Everyone thought that she was either severely injured, if WWE wasn't going to re-sign her contract. There were so many different stories going on. So no one knew nothing about Alexa Bliss. But the minute she mentioned she was going into the Royal Rumble, did you hear the pop she got? And if WWE's smart, they will give her the chance to win the match. Now, does that mean that puts a monkey wrench in the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen? It doesn't, because that match could be totally separate. And that's why I think it's going to work out for her favor that she's going to end up winning the Royal Rumble.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Ronda's title, but she can go back to SmackDown and challenge Asuka.
Absolutely. That's the good thing about winning the Royal Rumble. You can pick whatever match, a championship match you want. So I think it's just great to have it in her hands again. I think it's one of the match. She has not won it. I mean, they've only had it one time, and that was Asuka last year. She's pulled it out with the Money in the Bank. You might as well give her the trifecta and let her get the Royal Rumble out of the way, because I think she's earned that opportunity to do so. All right, Marty, you're up, buddy. Bearded Master.
Just say Mandy Rose so we can move on to the next one.
Not gonna happen.
I mean, there's a certain gold, some rose.
Hey, you say that name to win it, I'm gonna tell you right now that we're gonna start doing drug testing for this show, okay, dude? And you're gonna be.
I had so many thoughts to say on this, and your rants. I feel like Billy Madison right now. Like, I don't even know where to go anymore. Alexa Bliss winning the Royal Rumble. What? No, not gonna happen. I get it. She's coming back and it's a surprise and whatever it may be. I just don't see it happening. Charlotte's a valid argument to win the match. I get that. There's only one reason why. You talked about how she got that crowd to get behind her when she announced that she's entering the Royal Rumble, and that pop was amazing, and that she's going to be in this match, and the fans behind the WWE is going to give in to that pop. There's only one thing that can make that pop deflate, and there goes the weasel. And the only way that happens is when Becky Lynch beats the shit out of Carmella in the back, comes in at number 30, and wins the Royal Rumble. She lost the match to Asuka. She wins the Royal Rumble, and she calls her shot. She is going to beat Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania in the main event for the Women's Championship. If my cup was empty, mic drop. Boom. Just saying.
Cheers to that, mates. Cheers to that.
By the way, not sponsored by any of these cups.
No, absolutely.
We're talking about WWE can sign me all day, every day.
Yeah,
do I need to turn it sideways so they can see the WWE?
Wow.
All right.
I gave it to him. I gave you that minute. I didn't say anything. We let it happen. Look, I'm looking at the feed right now. There's a 2-second delay. Perfect. We better get some of that money, dude.
I'm working on it.
All right. So there you go. So now we're to the men's Royal Rumble. Actually, you know what? Before we jump into men's Royal Rumble, What name do you think? We got 7 mystery people. What names are going to be put in there? What do you think is? Give us some of the names you think it'll be put in there.
I got 4 for you.
Go for it.
Dylon, the greatest rapper of all time, Dylon. Really? You guys don't know No Chappelle Show? My God, just draw flat on that one. My goodness. Nikki Bella is coming in.
Okay.
Not Brie Bella, just Nikki. Shayna Baszler after she loses her belt to Bianca Belair.
Okay.
I think we're going to see a returning Caitlyn show up to the Royal Rumble. She wasn't in the last year. She's been back on the wrestling trail this last year. I believe she was actually even in the Mae Young Classic this year, correct?
Yeah, she was in it. And
I think that we see her as one of the legends, so to speak, to come back and return. And the big name who's not on the on the TakeOver roster or card, the UK Women's Champion, Toni Storm.
Ooh.
That's what I was thinking.
Put Rhea Ripley in there as well.
I was about to go there too, but yes, I do agree.
Yeah. Now, is there anybody who's not on the WWE roster that you could see get thrown in there?
There's only one female outside WWE that I want to see show up into this match. I don't think it'll happen, though she has had 2 matches in the last year in NXT, and then she was in the Mae Young Classic before. Who?
TB, Tessa Blanchard?
No, that's not happening. It's not with everything she's got going on. She's going AEW, but she is connected to Tessa Blanchard because they're going to have a long and lengthy feud on Wow Women of Wrestling this season, and that is the one and only Santana Garrett. I hope that they give her an opportunity to show up and give a Royal Rumble appearance.
Nice. Mindfreak, you got anybody that want to throw into the mix just to see what happens?
No, you said the main 2 I was thinking of, Toni Storm and Nikki Bella.
Okay. Yeah, and I concur with you. I think Caitlyn will do a show up there because I don't think she's really been after the
I do want to throw one thing out. I know it could absolutely never, ever, ever happen.
No, bro, China can't come in.
No.
What?
I was going to say how awesome would it be to see Mandy Rose in the ring fighting it off with Miss All Red Everything. Just saying. That's what I was looking for. That was the reaction I was looking for. Just look at Marty's face.
The problem is we can't get that because she's tied in to the Big Brother house right now.
I know.
And she's all purple now, not red.
That's why I know. That's why I said it couldn't happen. But how awesome would that be, though? Just saying.
So there's been some names that I've seen thrown out there. Now, of course, there could be, the Lita and the Trish Stratus kind of situations. I don't think they'd bring them back. A name that's been thrown out there lately has been Melina. Surprisingly, where there's been talk about it. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd love to see it happen because I really thought Melina was awesome when she was with WWE. It was a sad situation to happen there. But the other 2 names I think that we can't forget is because we've already talked about the 4 horsewomen. How about the 2 other ladies that are in NXT with Shayna Baszler right now? Why can't they get their run in there as well? It's not going to do it. They're not going to win any part of it. They might eliminate 1 or 2 people if they come back to back, but it's going to be one of those situations where they get introduced to the main crowd. For the people who don't watch NXT, they'll be able to at least get introduced to it. I mean, they've been seen on camera before in prior WWE in WrestleManias, where like when Rousey first came out with The Rock and everything. But why not throw them into the mix as far as saying that they might make an appearance? They won't last long, but they'll make an appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a valid. I really hope that Melina is a show. I was never a fan of Melina. Eminem, just the whole thing. It was, I don't.
I think her entrance was pretty sweet.
When she first showed up with Jamie Noble, didn't she? Was it Jamie Noble?
No, I think she came in as Eminem.
She came in as Eminem?
had Nadia.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nadia.
Nadia.
That's right. She came. That's right. She came in with Mercury. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was never really a fan of Melina, and so I really don't. I hope that she doesn't. I don't know. I think that it could be done by someone else. I mean, here's the thing: you got so many women on the NXT roster. You got Io Shirai. You have
You got Gargano's wife.
yeah, but I don't think Candice LeRae is going to come up. I
Yeah.
don't think they're giving her enough time. Dakota Kai, she's a very possible entrant. You got to remember, we don't have we only have like a couple
seven entries and only 2 NXTs, if I remember right.
No. Oh well, no. Technically, there's not a single NXT member that's on the Royal Rumble roster yet. Because the only one that's crossing over is Nikki Cross and Lacey Evans, but they've already announced them to the main roster. So they're not NXT anymore. So right now we have 7 spots. Not a single NXT member has been mentioned yet.
Yeah, that's true. I
think we get two legends or alumni, so to speak, and then the other 5 are a mixture of or I would say 4 are going to be between NXT, UK, NXT, and then we're going to get 1 non-WWE surprise.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's good to go with right there. I think that's a good mix.
Cool.
We'll see though. I really do like though the part about the Royal Rumble when they just bring random freaking people in there. Like, holy crap, it's the Godfather. Haven't seen him in 6 years. I'm just saying.
I don't want to see Drew Carey. I don't want to see the gobbledygookler. I don't want to see what's the little Matador or Matador.
El Matador.
No. Was it? Yeah. It wasn't El Matador.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, I believe it was El Matador. You know who I don't want to see is No Chin.
Oh,
I mean, out of there. No, hold on. You know he's not showing up with the stuff that's been going on with him over the last 3 months.
True, good point. Well, let's get to the men's.
Let's do it.
It's on to the last match, the men's Royal Rumble. So with the men's Royal Rumble, there, like I mentioned at the beginning, there are only 20 named entries. Let me go through them really quick. We've got R-Truth, obviously, going to be number 30, just like Carmella was.
Al Torito, by the way.
Al Torito, thank you. Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kofi Kingston. Can't wait to see what he does this year. Xavier Woods, Seth Rollins, Jeff Hardy, Dean Ambrose, Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe. John Cena's on the fence. We haven't heard much on his injury, so we'll have to see what happens there. You got Elias, Baron Corbin, Jinder Mahal, Apollo Crews, Andrade Cien Almas.
Whoa. No. Just Andrade.
Oh, my bad. Andrade, Mustafa Ali, Rey Mysterio, Titus O'Neil. I missed that one.
Well, and he's going to miss the ring because he's going to fly underneath it.
Exactly. Yes, sir. And Randy Orton. So there's your 20, and it might be even 19, depending on Cena's status going into the Royal Rumble.
Cena will be there. Whether he's in and out, Cena will be there. If he's only there so many times a year right now, you know he's going to show up.
Sure. It just depends on how serious the accident is, because obviously...
Even if it's Cena, man. Even if it's him just making a couple bumps just to get thrown over, to get a storyline going, you know it's Cena. He already said he's not missing WrestleMania at whatever cost. He may not do anything, but he's definitely going to show up.
I gotcha. Okay. So there's the names that they have on there. Okay. Let's start off. The one thing that kind of gets me off that list, and I guess I'll just bite my tongue because we'll just bite my tongue. Mindfreak.
No,
I'm gonna want you to.
I went first with the women's. You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. You're not gonna have. It's not gonna be one of the unexpecteds, even though there's one guy in particular that we've already kind of flashed that would possibly have a good chance to do it. I mean, it would be great for him to show up out of nowhere and just win it. It's obviously going to be setting up as oh crap! I guess it just all depends if Dumbass is still going to have the championship. All right, I'm just gonna say it and go with it. Braun Strowman. I'm going to go for it. What the heck? He comes in, he throws people out. He doesn't have to do a lot of stuff regardless of what his injury is. He wins the opportunity to win the championship match. I'm hoping it's not against Brock Lesnar. But you know what? I think he goes in and wins it, and he's kind of like Money in the Bank champ or something like that. He just gets to roll for the next 4 months knowing he's got a guaranteed championship match at WrestleMania. So
He's already had that. He's already had that this year.
It's all right. Well, I'm gonna roll with him again.
Okay, so you got Braun Strowman. All right. It was nice that you tried to compete.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
Do you want to go last, or do you want me to go last?
I am going last.
You are
Champion
going last?
Perks.
Champion Perks? Okay, I'll give you that. My pick for the Men's Royal Rumble for the winner, Seth freaking Rollins. No?
No.
Marty Shagan said no. Here's my
Seth Rollins?
I said Seth Rollins.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
you want me to give my reason why or no?
No. We'll get to that right now.
Okay.
There's so many people that could be dark horses in this match. It's actually entertaining. I'm just gonna give my dark horse. I don't think he's gonna win it, but I would love to see if he got the chance and then just got catapulted to the stratosphere. Elias, man. To see Elias get the opportunity to win this Royal Rumble with nobody expecting it, when the fans love him, he gets one of the biggest pops day in and day out consistently. I think that'd be a good chance for him to win it. We're going to get us in a moment. I think that a good opportunity would be for Kevin Owens to return and win the Royal Rumble and get thrown into the title match opportunity. I just think those are some dark horses that could win this because there's just anybody. That's what's awesome about the Royal Rumble. Now I'm going to get to my 3 guys who I think could easily win this and who are the front runners.
Hold on a sec. Mindfreak, get comfortable because apparently this is going to be a 20-minute triad. Go for it, champ. Do your
champion Perks.
Oh, my God. If our producer's watching, just wake me up somehow. I don't know what you're going to do. All right, go for it.
All right, we got 3 guys on here. First one, he's going to lose the WWE Championship in AJ Styles. I think it's now that the fact that this is a title or a Royal Rumble match that can be won and be utilized against any title match could easily get him to win to go towards the Universal Championship and get him off the SmackDown brand that he's been on for the last 3 years. And then we have a feud with him and Finn Balor going on for the Universal Championship. I think that would be a fantastic storyline. The next one, Drew McIntyre. The dude could easily win this match. He's got the look. He's on the rise. He's been unstoppable and just dominating since he's been back. He's been a great performer, both in the ring and on the mic. Yes, I was shaking my head. Seth freaking Rollins. When it comes to Monday Night Raw, it's Seth Rollins. There's nobody else in the organization that's been given as much as him. That's been holding the brand up. He's made it known. He's done everything and fought against everyone and competed, held titles. So I think it's definitely between them 3. Make this quick. Man, we're getting Seth freaking Rollins, man. Seth Rollins winning the Royal Rumble. There's no way he doesn't. We're going to get Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble, and then we're going to get Seth Rollins to win the Royal Rumble. I love it. Seth freaking Rollins so that he can go up against Finn Balor at WrestleMania. And just put it this way, Seth Rollins has consistently given us the top match on most pay-per-views for the last year and a half, correct?
Yep.
He has.
Now, picture him being the co-main event. I say co because he still won't get the headlining match with Finn Balor for the Universal title at WrestleMania. Give me a ticket. Oh, wait. I have one already.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I don't think I go with Seth Rollins is because he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
Yeah,
Most of the time with Royal Rumbles, they use it as a bump for somebody to get them into the limelight, one way or another, to push a story.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Because Roman needed to win to be in a title match?
No, Roman won it. No. Roman won it because he's Vince's boy, as we all know. No, I'm messing with you. Take it easy, Marty. Take it easy. No, and Randy Orton won it because just freaking Randy. I mean, it's Randy Orton. Everyone knows that Randy Orton is just one of the guys that gets a chance. If he gets to, he can. But typically, when your guy is not, when you're not, like for example, Roman Reigns was headlining already at the time. It was the ability to get him back into the title match, and he was already there anyways. It was just one of those things where they used the storyline, if I'm not mistaken, was the Authority took his championship away or something like that.
He lost it that year because he ended up winning the Elimination Chamber right after that to get into the WrestleMania.
Yeah, I just don't see Seth Rollins needing it, though. He doesn't need it to be up there.
I see what you're saying.
I do too, but
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's your picks. It's all right, man.
Seth Rollins, dude.
I mean, ultimately,
I like it because
that 1 out of 30.
That basically puts us, you and I, at the final 2 matches of the card, with our last 2 picks being different. Yeah, dude, it's. I can't wait.
If neither of us win, we're just all tied, pretty much. I think.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't see us losing all those matches for Derek to have a chance.
I mean, yeah, Marty was the champ last year, but you have to remember, I did beat Ken last year too. I was in second.
And
so it's funny how you guys are talking like I'm not even part of the picture.
Who won the Money in the Bank? No one cares.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, who we only know who wins. Who cares who came in second or third? You know what second place is? The first loser.
You know what third place is? The second loser.
Yeah, it's all right. It's first loser, buddy. I don't care.
You know what first place is? A bearded master.
Champ. Now, before we cut this show, man, I think I want to spend a couple minutes. We've got a lot of names. We got 10 spots to fill in the Royal Rumble, and one of them will be Braun Strowman, because if you remember, when I read that list, he was not on that list. So Braun Strowman will be one of those 10 spots. We got 9 spots out there. I'm going to throw her out and say that 2 of them are going to have the initials KO.
Yep.
2 of them?
2 of them.
2 of them?
There's going to be 2 KOs. Yes, sir.
Good day
I'm looking forward to it.
And good night. Dude.
And then another one's going to be Sami Zayn.
Yes.
Yep.
So go with that, I have 4 guys.
All right.
I have KO.
Yep.
Kevin Owens. I have Sami Zayn.
Uh-huh.
Here's a surprise one I don't think nobody's expecting. It's a shot in the wind. It may not happen. I guarantee it won't happen. But he's in the area as of right now, and that's the Dead Man. Undertaker's down in Vegas. He's around the area. I mean, there's been pictures of him in the area. Yeah, the dude could pop up and be like, I'm back here. I'm back. It's WrestleMania season. Undertaker, you know what I do. And then the one that's going to get the biggest pop of the night. I'm talking bigger than Becky Lynch. I'm talking bigger than Finn Balor.
Zack Ryder.
Dude. Zack Ryder's not on that list. The fact that he's finally on Monday Night Raw, woo. You know.
You're totally joking. All right, good. I was about to say, man, if I pick that one, dude, we're definitely on the same link tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't joking.
He was
Zack Ryder, dude.
I
love Zack Ryder. I love Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Which is also why Chelsea Green's going to show up inside the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they are a nice couple together, yes.
But my final one is the cleaner himself, Mr. New Japan, Mr. Elite, Kenny Omega. And that place will go nuts. They are lucky that Chase Field does not have an overhead, because that place is going to blow up. Yeah. And I probably will cry like a little schoolgirl. I'm not going to lie.
You should videotape that, post it.
So I agree with all that. I'm going to throw in 2 other names as surprise entrants.
We only have like 10 guys, dude.
Yeah. You said 4.
I'm just joking, dude. Technically, we're at 5.
All right, well, Kurt Angle.
6.
Kurt Angle.
Okay. Possible, easily, because he did show up.
Yeah. And somebody from NXT, Velveteen Dream.
Yes. Could you
Yeah.
imagine? Could you imagine seeing Velveteen and Kofi Kingston in the middle of that ring?
Yeah, I can.
The two of them.
Yeah, I'm
You know
excited.
what?
I should have. Yeah, go ahead, Marty. Sorry.
I mean, there's somebody else who's on the TV every day that the Raw shows up, and he's not on this list either. And I'm gonna say something right now, and that's not what I'm talking about, but it's the person who says it. Lastly, Leo Rush is gonna be the surprise entry in the Royal Rumble.
Do you think he breaks the record for the fastest freaking elimination?
You can't beat 1 second.
That's true. Good point. I mean,
No, I'm joking. Leo Rush will not be. Could you imagine if Leo Rush jumped in and was in the final 3 just for the hell of it? I'd be so pissed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised I didn't even think of Velveteen Dream too, because I've always been a big proponent of his the entire year.
I mentioned him earlier. I didn't even say it now because I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa. He's losing the title.
If he loses his title, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we keep forgetting, or at least I forgot tonight, that NXT is still their farm system where they're going to bring their talent up. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and look at this. There's guys who are on the main roster now announced that aren't on here either. We have Lars Sullivan. We have EC3. These guys could show up too. They've got to make an appearance at some point. I mean, It's bad enough EC3 was backstage this week and didn't talk at all. But those two guys are easy showing. I think this is where we see both of them finally get in the ring on the main roster.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's good. I mean, once again, one of the reasons why I like the Royal Rumble, especially like in the last 5 years, I mentioned at the beginning of the show, is seeing the random names that pop out of that screen, man.
You know who might show up?
All right, who?
Because there's something happening in about a month from now.
Yep.
That's going to be going big worldwide. And there's one person who's behind this project.
Yep.
And when it comes down to it, finally, The Rock has come back to the Royal Rumble.
Nah, not going to happen.
He's showing up. He's going to be there.
Yeah.
He's not going to be in the match.
He might be in the match.
I'd love to see him in the match, but he's not going to be in the match.
I mean, could you imagine if he was in there and then Seth Rollins eliminates The Rock to win the Royal Rumble? I mean, they had Nikki Bella in the final of the women's first ever Royal Rumble. Why couldn't they have The Rock? Saying.
Yeah.
Let's not forget The Rock won the title at Royal Rumble, correct? I believe he did.
I believe he's won one of his championships in there. Absolutely.
I believe he beat the Big Show at the Royal Rumble to win the Royal Rumble.
Well, it's the Big Slow. Oh man! So that's the show, guys. That we made it. I thought we were gonna do record time, but hell no, we're on our standard 1.5 hour time. So if you hung out with us tonight, thank you so much for chilling out with us and everything. And look forward to seeing what your guys' picks are going to be on everything. Mindfreak, where can these guys follow you, dude?
Well, as it shows on the screen, you can follow me at Twitter at MindfreakMLG. Biggest place you can follow me is right here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BTBMindfreak, all one word. Coming at you guys with high quality gaming content. Got Anthem demo coming out this week, so we're going to be streaming a little bit of that.
There you go. All right. And how about you, Bearded Master?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at @abeardedmaster, as well as on Twitter at boot2theface. That's boot, the number 2, the face. Talking wrestling 24/7 there. Hit me up. Talk Royal Rumble. There will be, just so you know, this week there will be a lot of interaction. I plan on getting as much as possible out there from Phoenix, live, from the Royal Rumble. Both in, during, and after the match, I will be doing as much live tweeting and just live posting videos as much as possible. I will do my best. I know in the past I haven't been able to, just because just encompassed by the arena and the everything that's going on. But it's a Royal Rumble. I got to give something. So, you know, like when Kenny Omega shows up, gonna have that camera going. Also, I mentioned there's gonna be another event I'm going to after the Royal Rumble. I will be going to Dolph Ziggler's stand-up routine post Royal Rumble. Who also, if you don't recall, we also didn't mention Dolph Ziggler for the Royal Rumble.
Oh no.
So no, if it's allowed, who knows how they do things at those clubs. Sometimes they do no camera, stuff like that. But hopefully I can do some live shows, a little bit of video in from there. Dolph Ziggler stand-up bit. So yeah, it's going to be a fun-filled weekend. Tune in, a Bearded Master, boot to the face, Malice Smack Talk. It'll all be going live.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. I
Yep.
look forward to hearing your report from that. And of course, you can follow Masonic Vader 71 on PlayStation Network. Like I always like to talk about, follow this show. Like us on YouTube. Like us on our Facebook page. Check our videos out on Twitch. Share those with people. Let people know what we're doing here. We really appreciate and enjoy the feedback and the comments you guys give us. We love doing this show. It's a lot of fun. I mean, we were expected to be here an hour. We're here an hour and a half, and we're still going full throttle on this. So you can tell we definitely love these wrestling as a whole. So please take a minute to follow us, like us, and share it with your friends on all the social platforms. Thank Malice Corp for the time tonight. I hope you guys enjoy the Royal Rumble. We'll get our next show in ASAP to do a follow-up and see who took the week points. And thank you so much for showing up. Crossing my fingers here, because how we always finish this show, we finish with the 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got 2 extra cheers on that one. Yes!
Standing ovation! Standing ovation!
Yeah.
Wonderful!
Wonderful!
You guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Enjoy the Royal Rumble.